We always talk about movement being great for our bodies, right? For our muscles, our hearts. But what if its most important job was actually hitting a reset button for your brain? A reset so powerful, it could literally go toe-to-toe with modern medicine. Let's dig in. So, here's the big question, the one that got all of this research started. Can a simple pair of running shoes actually be as effective as a prescription pill for things like depression and anxiety? It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, let's see what the science actually says. To get to the bottom of it, researchers set up this incredible 16-week study. They took 141 people dealing with depression and anxiety and basically split them into two teams. Team 1 got a standard, well-known antidepressant. Team 2, their prescription was running, specifically group-based running therapy, just a couple of times a week. The stage was set for a pretty fascinating showdown.
Okay, so 16 weeks go by. What happened? Well, the very first thing they found was honestly kind of a shock. When it came to the battle for mental health, it was a tie. A surprising, almost unbelievable tie. So, first up, let's look at the group taking the medication. After the 16 weeks, almost 45% of them saw their symptoms go into remission. And that's a solid result. It's pretty much what you'd expect from these effective medications. So this is our benchmark. That's the number to beat. And now, the running group. Get this. They saw a 43.3% remission rate. I mean, look at those numbers. Statistically speaking, that is a dead heat. It's practically identical. When it came to actually improving mental health, just running was every bit as effective as the antidepressant. So yeah, on the mental health side of things, it was a draw. Amazing stuff. But, that isn't the whole story. Not even close. Because when the researchers started looking at the physical side effects of each treatment, a very clear winner started to emerge. And the difference is just, wow, it's striking. Just look at this scorecard. The running group, they saw improvements across the board. Weight, blood pressure, heart rate, all got better. But the antidepressant group, they actually saw those same metrics get worse. So think about that. Both treatments helped the mind, but only one of them helped the body too. This all begs a massive question, right? How on earth is running doing this? How can just moving your body have such a profound drug-like effect on your brain? Well, to get that, we need to zoom way in and unlock the molecular secret behind it all. Okay, I want you to meet the star of the show here. It's a protein called BDNF. Now, the easiest way to think about this stuff is literally as miracle grow for your brain. It's like a fertilizer that helps your brain cells grow, survive, and build new connections. Higher levels of BDNF are linked to better thinking, better moods, and less depression. And guess what? Exercise is one of the absolute best ways to boost it.
But here's the thing. For years, scientists knew this connection existed, but the how was a total mystery. We knew exercise cranked up BDNF levels, but we couldn't figure out the exact mechanism. I mean, how does moving your legs translate into more of this incredible fertilizer inside your skull? Well, scientists recently found the missing piece of the puzzle, a special little messenger molecule. It's a type of ketone your liver produces when you exercise, and its nerdy name is DBHB. You can just think of it as the key. It's the key that your liver makes, sends up to your brain, and uses to unlock that miracle grow factory. So here's exactly how it works, step by step. First, you exercise. Your liver starts pumping out that messenger, DBHB. Then that messenger travels through your bloodstream all the way to your brain's memory and mood center, the hippocampus. Now here's the magic part. It flips a switch. It turns off the genes that normally block BDNF production. And with those blockers out of the way, the BDNF gene is finally activated, and your brain starts making more of that amazing fertilizer, strengthening your brain cells. It's an incredible process. Okay, so we've seen the molecular magic happening deep inside the brain. Now let's zoom back out, because exercise doesn't just change your brain chemistry in the moment, it actually physically retrained your body's entire response to stress. So inside all of us, we have a stress response system called the HPA axis. The best way to picture it is like an internal thermostat. When you face something stressful, that thermostat kicks on and floods your body with hormones like cortisol. Now, for people dealing with chronic stress or anxiety, it's like that thermostat is broken and just stuck in the on position. But look what happens when you introduce exercise. In one amazing study,
People who did just 30 minutes of vigorous exercise had a way smaller cortisol spike when they faced a stressful test later on. It's like the exercise had recalibrated their stress thermostat, making them less reactive and able to cool down faster. You're literally building a more resilient stress response system. And what's really cool is that different kinds of exercise tune up your system in different ways. Long endurance training like running is great for helping you handle those big spikes of stress. But things like high-intensity interval training or lifting weights, they're fantastic for lowering your overall day-to-day resting cortisol level. They all work together to build a calmer, stronger you. So let's put this all together. We've seen the hard evidence. Exercise can rival medication. It literally rewires your brain at a molecular level, and it retrains how you respond to stress. Now, how do we turn all this amazing knowledge into action? Because it's so important to remember this isn't just about chemistry. The benefits are so much deeper. Every time you exercise, you're building what you could call psychological armor. You're strengthening your brain's control centers. You're building real confidence by hitting physical goals. And you're boosting your self-esteem. And if you do it with others, you're fostering social connection. All of these are powerful shields against stress and trauma.
So what's the actual prescription here? Well, the World Health Organization gives us a really clear target. For healthy adults, we should be aiming for about 150 to 300 minutes of moderate activity a week. Think a brisk walk, or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous stuff, like running. It's not some impossible goal. It's a clear, achievable target to unlock all these benefits we've been talking about. And really, that brings us to the final and, I think, most powerful takeaway from all of this. The science makes it pretty clear that while external treatments absolutely have their place, we can't afford to overlook the incredible, powerful pharmacy that is already inside each and every one of us, just waiting to be unlocked.